every day. You read about it in the news, but you don't believe it. You'll only know about it when the man in a long black coat knocks on your door. 'Cause you're his next victim. It's you are living in, living in this crazy world. I tell you we are living in, we're living in this crazy world. We are living in, I'm living in this crazy world. Tell you we are living in this crazy world. Leaders started wars anytime they want. Some for their rights, some for fun and their own glory. Yeah, letting people die for the wrongs that they do, always painful. Come on now, little boy, say your prayers before you sleep. Little boy went down on his knees and he said, oh Lord, now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. And if I die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to take. 'Cause he's living in this crazy world. Oh, believe it. You'll only know about it when the man in a long black coat knocks on your door. 'Cause you're his next victim. It's you are living in this crazy world. I tell you we are living in, we're living in this crazy world. We are living in, I'm living in this crazy world. Tell you we are living in this crazy world. Leaders started wars anytime they want. Some for their rights, some for fun and their own glory. Yeah, letting people die for the wrongs that they do, always painful. Come on now, little boy, say your prayers before you sleep. Little boy went down on his knees and he said, oh Lord, now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. And if I die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to take. 'Cause he's living in this crazy world. Oh Lord, him I go living in, living in this crazy world. Him I go living in, living in this crazy world. Him I go one living in, living in this crazy world. I go one living in, him I living in.
Of the Republic, it goes like this. When an indictment or charge sheet is drawn, the burden is on the defendant. But when the defendant enters a plea of not guilty, the burden shifts to the state. So the burden is on me now to prove. So what I'm doing, I'm producing evidence. I'm doing two things: the burden of production and the burden of persuasion. The first thing I did on the burden of persuasion is I produced a document to prove that indeed the very document that he relied upon was signed on May 19, 2020. I'm now persuading the court that, look, though the man said that such a document does not exist, even the document that he filed that is being contested bears the date of May 19, 2020. So, in effect, I have succeeded in telling the court that indeed there was a document that was signed on May 19, 2020. So, you see,
Mr. Kumi's argument has always been that there was not a document, never a document that existed where all of them were signatories.
No, not like that. Except you need to.
The document virtually.
No. That's not what he meant.
Why is it so strange?
You need to read. I think I will ask my assistant in the office to furnish with you copies of the code meanings. He said there had never been any document that existed on May 19, 2020. He didn't say that the document was signed virtually. He said such document never existed and does not exist. So what we are doing now, we are producing evidence now to prove that indeed there's a document. And if the own document that he submitted to the NEC clearly shows May 19, 2020.
How many signatories are there?
All the signatories are supposed to be a part of it. So when are you going to be bargain court? The court was suspended because there is a U.S. Retired judge who visited for the first time, had an opportunity to witness our trial processes and procedures. And more than that, it's the chief prosecutor who was on stage. In the middle of that, I didn't want to talk the other one. No.
Can you tell us what already happened in the middle of that?
No, in the middle of that, the judge suspended.
What happened in the middle of that?
The judge suspended the trial.
Due to what?
No. The judge suspended.
Due to what?
Due to the presence of the judge, so to continue.
What already happened before the 5 minutes break?
I really didn't know because I was directing a witness.
Thank you.
Prosecutor of the Republic, it goes like this: when an indictment or charge sheet is drawn, the burden is on the defendant. But when the defendant enters a plea of not guilty, the burden shifts to the state. So the burden is on me now to prove. So what I'm doing, I'm producing evidence. I'm doing two things: the burden of production and the burden of persuasion. The first thing I did on the burden of persuasion is I produced a document to prove that indeed the very document that he relied upon was signed on May 19, 2020. I'm now persuading the court that, look, though the man said that such a document does not exist, even the document that he filed that is being contested bears the date of May 19, 2020. So, in effect, I have succeeded in telling the court that indeed there was a document that was signed on May 19, 2020.
Mr. Kumi's argument? Mr. Kumi's argument has always been that there was not a document, never a document that existed where all of them were signatories.
No, not like that. Except you need to.
The document virtually.
No. That's not what he meant.
Why is it so strange?
You need to read. I think I will ask my assistant in the office to furnish with you copies of the code meanings. He said there had never been any document that existed on May 19, 2020. He didn't say that the document was signed virtually. He said such document never existed and does not exist. So what we are doing now, we are producing evidence now to prove that indeed there's a document. And if the own document that he submitted to the NEC clearly shows May 19, 2020.
How many signatories are there?
All the signatories are supposed to be a part of it. So when are you going to be bargain court? The court was suspended because there is a U.S. Retired judge
of the All Liberian Party. We have Honorable Yuri joining us live now, attacking you because of your complaint letter, in which you did not accuse him. Why?
Well, look, we wrote the letter to the then chairman of the CPP, Senator Lawrence. The reason we wrote the letter to Senator Lawrence, because we felt betrayed.
Who he encouraged to support CDC. And come and say, you support the CDC. Yeah. So Mr. Belete is a dishonest man. This man is genetically incapable of talking true. He lied about everything brazenly. He lied brazenly about everything. So that's the first thing you got to look at that thing. Mr. Belete, it was not the people alone that supported Joe. You campaign, you endorsed Mr. Joria for the second round against Councillor Blonsky Eva. So why are you blaming our people for supporting Joria? That's wrong. So the first dishonesty there, we got to pick that dishonesty apart. The second thing is, Mr. Belete, try to be dishonest even with the truth. To say that, Mr. Joria, was supporting the Lone Star and you're endorsing. The facts are dissimilar. The analogy cannot be the same. All right? Mr. Belete is being accused of supporting a quote-unquote of he being criticized in the public for quote unquote buying car for Liberty Party because he is suffering under the weight of a huge corruption allegation. Unlike Mr. George Weah, everybody knows that Mr. George Weah support to the Lone Star, or everybody knew Mr. George Weah's support to the Lone Star came from his earnest labor.
People coming on my page talking about Prophet Key, why you can't go for the crazy woman, Charlotte Robert. Charlotte Robert is not an advocate. She's a bisabole. Charlotte Robert a bisabole. So I expect for bisabole to say everything. So bisabole they do have to have the talk show them to talk.
When you tell somebody you are crazy, it's an insult. You go back to school. In America, you crazy like that common thing. Where we come from, our culture. When you tell somebody you crazy, I'm the person sucker. They may say a sucker. You bring bath soap to net tower, washcloth. Let's screw up Prophet Key. You are not different from Prince Johnson. Or maybe insult a woman that you insult her honor part. I heard that you are even an ex-rebel. And that's why you don't have respect for women.
Charlotte Robert, you're telling the woman crazy. And you say you frisky, you attack that bitch. Your dirty ass, I don't even touch you, I don't even curse you, I don't even show your borehole, nothing. I don't pie near you. You start talking plenty. You fucking Omen Baker, you coming for your ass. You bitch. You fucking with the wrong nigga. Now your butt are looking at wallet. Ain't that wallet flat? Your butt looking at wallet, then your girl looking at Tofra. I will dig in your ass. You don't know that because my training and be watching you, that why I don't want to drink your ass. But say you acting frisky, I will drink your ass, Charlotte Robert. And I'll curse you. Want me to curse you? I will curse you now. Let me see who can defend you. Say you crazy. That the supreme leader you bring frisky now to you. People coming on my page talking about Prophet Key, why you can't go for the crazy woman, Charlotte Robert. Charlotte Robert is not an advocate. She's a bisabole. Charlotte Robert a bisabole. So I expect for bisabole to say everything. So bisabole they do have to have the talk show them to talk.
When you tell somebody you are crazy, it's an insult. You go back to school. In America, you crazy like that common thing. Where we come from, our culture. When you tell somebody you crazy, I'm the person sucker. They may say a sucker. You bring bath soap to net tower, washcloth. Let's screw up Prophet Key. You are not different from Prince Johnson. Or maybe insult a woman that you insult her honor part. I heard that you are even an ex-rebel. And that's why you don't have respect for women.
Charlotte Robert, you're telling the woman crazy. And you say you frisky, you attack that bitch. Your dirty ass, I don't even touch you, I don't even curse you, I don't even show your borehole, nothing. I don't pie near you. You start talking plenty. You fucking Omen Baker, you coming for your ass. You bitch. You fucking with the wrong nigga. Now your butt are looking at wallet. Ain't that wallet flat? Your butt looking at wallet, then your girl looking at Tofra. I will dig in your ass. You don't know that because my training and be watching you, that why I don't want to drink your ass. But say you acting frisky, I will drink your ass, Charlotte Robert. And I'll curse you. Want me to curse you? I will curse you now. Let me see who can defend you. Say you crazy. That the supreme leader you bring frisky now to you. People coming on my page talking about Prophet Key, why you can't go for the crazy
law? Nobody followed the rule of
so why was we a technical director of the Lone Star under Taylor? He was supporting a lawless administration, or he just has no values?
No, let's talk about the government.
He was technical director.
Let's talk about the government.
Let's talk about you making $20,000 sitting in America. You don't even do any work at any ministry. You make $20,000. We have the transfer papers. What about that? Is that consistent with the rule of law? Which part of the PFM law are we reading from that they're paying you $20,000 on a monthly basis? How do you feel when you hear people crying about hunger in Monrovia, when you are making $20,000 that you don't work a day in your life for?
Okay.
So you want to talk to me about rule of law? You're so far away. You and rule of law, you're going in separate directions.
No, let's talk about this now. you know.
No, let's talk about your $20,000. Maybe you want to start with an apology for living off the Liberian people without doing the work. Why don't you start there? Say, I apologize for accepting $20,000 from the government to sit on spoon and politicize the suffering of my country. Apologize for that. Then I'll see you a credible questioner that I can have a decent conversation with.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'll have to deal with you just because you're on spoon.
But you see, Parker, and I know you want to just sway of the.
No, but I'll be answering your question. Why are you being paid $20,000? But why are you being paid $20,000? Seriously, $20,000 US dollars. How do you feel?
I'm a transgender person. You treat me differently. We're all Ugandans and we are protected.
Do you need counseling?
The Constitution. I do not need counseling.
Sebo, let me help you, sir.
I do not need counseling.
I'm glad she's talking about for everyone. No, it's a she. You see, this one is a banana.
Don't abuse someone's sex.
I know her.
This gentleman is a transgender.
She's a female. There are no two. It is either male or female. Let me first tell you, sodomy is about confusion. Now, I want to bring you to speed. This person is confused, and she's exporting her confusion. She's a woman, but she's thinking, excuse me, Phil, I've given you a chance. You see, a banana is different from a cucumber. A carrot is different from a banana. I want you to understand. You cannot equate. No, these are not equal. So for you to say we are advocating for everyone's right. When you are a sodomite, you are committing a crime. And a crime that makes you social, excuse me.
They have a right.
No. You have a social obligation. This is a truth. You have a social obligation when you commit a crime. If you knock someone, you commit a crime. So for you to come and say, we want to advocate for anyone's right, criminals and innocent people, they are not the same. Men and women are not the same.
Now, Pastor, so have you been affected by what they do?
Of course.
The protest can bring that bullshit to me.
When Senator Dillon got elected, Senator Dillon was finding difficulty to pay his pool washers. Senator Dillon called me, I have the message on my phone, for assistance to pay for his pool washers.
The protest can bring that bullshit to me. They don't do the thing to people who don't know what they're here for. This protest and this spanless group of people in majority here need to be taught lesson. My information, money is passing around. Money in the building, it has compromised these people courage to stand up for the Liberian people. It's not about the money, how you get it. It's not about the money, but how you get it. Today, the Liberian Senate in its uselessness has concurred with the House of Representatives. See the sad faces of staffers in the building.
When Senator Dillon got elected, Senator Dillon was finding difficulty to pay his pool washers. Senator Dillon called me, I have the message on my phone, for assistance to pay for his pool washers. I gave Senator Dillon $3,000 US, so there is no way I can be against Senator Dillon. Don't beg me. Don't beg me. Since Senator Dillon became senator, every weekend I have given Senator Dillon more than $15,000 from my pocket. My witnesses are Senator Kabe. So, my dear colleagues, there is no way Senator Dillon can say the protest as a premeditated man. Senator Dillon lives a double life. Senator Dillon comes here in the public and pretends that it's very clean, but that's the most corrupt senator I've ever seen. Senator Dillon begs. Then he comes here, says the protest wants to have him removed. That's a big lie. Senator Dillon knows for his heart. It is not a good thing. It is not a good thing. It is not honorable. Never honorable to tell the public different.
They're not going to win. So happening can tell with frustration. You don't know that? So happening. When you happy over plug, at the end you can be frustrated. That's not going to happen to the opposition. Today they are happy. And the last happening now. They are happy today. Tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday,
They will start wanting to go to the Supreme Court. They will start wanting to go to the Supreme Court. For the Supreme Court, they will go to ECOWAS. Oh yeah. That man not bother yourself, sedition. Relax yourself. Tell your girlfriend. Tell your man. Tell your puppy. Tell your cat. Everybody go vote for number 4. I don't care how they feel about me. I don't care. They will also start wanting to go to the Supreme Court. They will run and go to the Supreme Court. I'm telling you, these guys will go to the Supreme Court. They will from Supreme Court, they will go to ECOWAS. Veteran is on our side. I don't care how you feel about me. Veteran is on our side. I'm patrolling around. I just parked my car on the highway. I said, me can't talk to the people small. So our men should not be discouraged. That handful of people they saw today to Congo town passing around. And the quota now, what do you expect quota? When you put 5,000 the quota can be chain a day. They can be champion, can be the sardine a days. And then when you come in, man, I'm baking ya. T-Farm or lose the election. Let me commit suicide. A T-Farm lose the election. I imagine what will commit suicide. That one day we'll go talking between God and myself. They remember when? Eh? You don't even know. You sleeping. Because some of you guys are so emotional, but remains the only kill Muslim man. I'm very, very important. I can't talk something on Facebook and maybe some people value. If you want to get information, inbox me. They're not going to win. So happiness can tell with frustration. You don't know that? So happiness. When you happy over plot, at the end you can be frustrated. That's not going to happen to the opposition. Today they are happy. And the last happiness now. They are happy today. Tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, they will start wanting to go to the Supreme Court. They will start wanting to go to the Supreme Court. For the Supreme Court, they will go to ECOWAS. Oh yeah. That man not bother yourself, sedition. Relax yourself. Tell your girlfriend. Tell your man. Tell your puppy. Tell your cat. Everybody go vote for number 4. I don't care how they feel.
And you discredit him. You accuse him. What do you think the CDC going to do? 2023. They're going to play the tape. And Kev, you know that. When the CDC say, you know what? When Democratic Party say play the tape, when Republicans say play the tape, you know exactly where is this going. Today would be a day to remember when it comes to Liberty Party. Maybe some of you guys are afraid, but at least I would say,
yeah. You know, I always hate
Gentlemen, I'm in the conversation with Prosper family in Taha's region. He is about to speak to the public on President Weah's birthday celebration that is considered as a waste of time. So let's hear from Prosper family. Good morning, Prosper family.
Thank you very much, Honorable Co-Chair. I think Liberia is bleeding today, and Liberia is seriously bleeding. Quote unquote, poor birthday celebration by the president. You know, there are time and season for everything. And what the Bible says in the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 1 to 2, there is time and season for everything. You cannot see a condition of your citizen that you took oath to protect their life. You took oath to protect property. You took oath to provide the atmosphere for your citizens to not live in fear, but for your citizens to live in harmony, and where the cape of resources will be shared equally, and you call yourself or celebrating a party that you call birthday. When not even our birthday is elective, the seditious or seditions who were in staple for the past 4 years, not even have a job. They not have that privilege or privileges to even enter in an area that is celebrating a birthday. In my mind, I think it's a gross insincerity is on the basis not having love for country. Not having love for country. Look, you can celebrate a birthday when the people are hungry. You cannot celebrate a birthday when a lot of ritualistic activity is going on and the president is not speaking. You cannot celebrate a birthday with just came from a crisis or heated crisis. People lose a life that they call the COVID-19. The president cannot speak and give us vivid information on the basis of what the international community gave to the country. We yet to see the president to give that information to us. We yet to see the president to give the report from the United Nations General Assembly on how much in God for the international community. What the benefit of the Liberian people, what the hope of the young people, what the hope of the hopeless seditious who don't have the opportunity to see George Weah, who stay begging on the street on a daily basis. What the hope of them. But you still celebrating a birthday. In my mind, I think is of God's insincerity.
You talk about
it's lack of love for country.
You talk about ritualistic kid in 2 days ago, the police director in person of Patrick spoke onto the media and said there is no ritualistic kid in the country. People are just saying doctoring or stories or making up stories to make sure that the government is being painted black and stuff. What do you have to say?
That's the irony that we have in our country. Or by year super job that we call a representative or authority job. Patrick Sulu is a serious irony that we have as he be our police director for our country on the basis of coincidence. If the capable is not available, the unavailable can be capable. That's the situation that we're having.
Are you saying
how will you see me just die in Clover Town? The young man just die in Clover Town with such a dead body. You said no way to take it. So who do you want to protect? Do you want to protect? Do you want to protect Joya?
The authority that protects lives and property says to us there's no ritualistic.
The authority is not
ritualistic that you can record on is the one that happened in Liberia.
The authority is not protecting life and property. They are protecting their girlfriend, themselves, their family, and their loved ones. They're not people. The people need protection. The people need protection. The people are not protected. The people are not protected. The people are not protected.
Somebody is saying because you were never invited to the president, that's why you're speaking like
even
this.
if they invite me, I would not go there. Why? Because my brain is under my legs.
You've been attending series of activities for the CDC. What now?
Why you call series of activities? Which activity are you named there?
You were in Grand Cayman County 2017. You are in Grand Cayman County 2017. You campaign for the CDC.
Yes, I campaign.
And you are also part of those members on the compound of the CDC that had those 3 cows that they came slaughtered, and you were part of that celebration.
Hold on, listen to me. I campaign for George Weah, not on the basis when people are shedding tears to celebrate birthday and to use our country money just for celebration of a personal self-academic interest.
To celebrate birthday
party. Own money. As long as people giving authority on the basis of the social contract theory, but Buffalo by Daniel return out of John Law. It's not never your own money. He has been paid by the Liberian people. Don't do that to me. It's the taxpayer money that he's using today.
So should we
you cannot use that when 6 months no pay for civil servant.
As I learned, you were given like 3,000 to 4,000 to go and seek medication.
Why you call medication?
Some government officials within the CDC. They gave you 3,000 to 4,000 to go and seek medication. Are you saying that you are trying to behave like an ingrate by not celebrating or taking those guys to help you?
So that based upon that, for you to celebrate birthday.
Did you ever receive money?
No.
You never?
Never.
Okay,
for anybody.
Why?
Never receive any dime for anybody. We are discussing the progress of the country. Then you want to attack me on the basis of money? So you think the president have the right to celebrate a birthday when the people are in tears? Up to now, they are not yet found the 3 children that lost from Moses. Right? So, for me, For me, I cannot celebrate a birthday party along with the president wherein I voted the president for reasons. I ran campaign for the president for reasons. I ran campaign for the president for.
Let me name them. You see Magio? Magio and Samuel, they are the king Juju people. Or you mean that the other people that play with Juju? You see Finabono? You see Tokompui? Tokompui and Finabono. Tokompui has one ball with him that he brought from Africa Coast. It is that ball that he's saying, that's why every year, every 3 months, that ball will go Africa Coast. That beginning of go Africa Coast will go bring Juju for Toko and Finabono. I will give you more detail on this. While Liberians are in our
where are they told I say Africa as a whole, all of them are the same thing, especially West Africa. All now the same water way touch, na touch, you understand what I mean? Not be everything now. You understand? One AU man don't come outside because say Liberia capital Monrovia is the most dirty place, even dirty past air fire. Okay, Oyibo people, God go bless una. No wonder on our country they move forward. On a planet they move forward. And we go because we cover truth. He said the country too dirty. He said the dog will carry call the country now get out attack. The dog get ulcer. Only the dog book run home for the country. He said nobody see capital where dirty rich Liberia. Put the Liberia president you. They put you as president. Sorry. To take care of the country, now music, reggae, now you got the sing waka. Yeah, okay, would do it. You understand what I mean? You know, if you understand what I talk. Music, now you got the sing waka. But now you got the play. Liberia needs serious help. Not only what did this white man talk, this AU ambassador talk. And those of them never watch out wait till they talk. Oh yeah,
because I must say that when I arrived here a year ago, I was a bit surprised. Monrovia is a disgusting city. It is a dirty city. Of all the capitals I have seen in my previous postings in Africa, I have not seen one that is as dirty as yours. I understand things have improved.
Even me talker, because I did Liberia B2, carry me call Liberia. This is what I see. I was shocked. Liberia, we first all the African country gain independence is 18 something. I see on a capital. It could be like saying Ateshi Mami for Ghana, or be like Oshodi. I was shocked. Where did this white man talk now? The gospel truth. We African. If na me talk now, I just say I'm insulting you people. Wait to do Nigeria until we know if we do okay, until we really do the thing. As Nigeria even scandalize money rich. And nobody say the capital dirty like that. If you reach our capital, you fear poultry, everything. Everywhere they okay for capital. Underground, how do they call it? Gutter, everything. I reach Liberia.
My friend and brother, how you doing?
AB, I'm a little bit tired tonight, but it is interesting. I'm doing okay, and I bless God to be here tonight so that we can continue our advocacies, sincere and honest conversation that will eventually lead our country, Mama Liberia, to a better direction. Maybe for the future, but for now, we have become a laughing stock among many nations, especially on the West African continent, or in the West African region, excuse me. Honor George Weah.
You know, for me, I'm doing quite okay. I'm just sitting down, you know. Sometimes sometimes I can actually be asking God, why did God bring me to our country, Liberia? Why? Sometimes I can be annoyed with God. That you look at such a country you make me citizen of. I am conscious-minded men. I am conscious-minded as the men in Burkina Faso, as the men in Soweto, as the men in Uganda, as the men in Botswana. But you brought me to our country, Liberia. Maybe sometime I can be asking God, I said maybe because you want us to change that country. That was the reason. Our country has become a laughing stock. You are saying on a West African continent or in a West African region. I am saying in the whole of Africa. Liberia has become a laughing stock. The debt in our country, the debt have passed. The debt in our country is beyond repair. The separating boss, and there is no way. The government is lackadaisical to the extent that the government go to work round 11 and leave from there round 2. Go to work 11 o'clock and leave from work round 2. When we used to see President going to work, when we used to see President Doe going to work, when I used to see President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf going to work, that later will go to work so morning and leave from work sometime around 10, 11. But for us, we said we needed generational change. We needed young leader. Look at where we are today. The president is a sleeping giant. The president is sleeping on everything. And then somebody is telling me that Liberia is enjoyable, that Liberia is okay. I wonder something is wrong with their mind. You see such a fly, they fly in the country. They're dead. Monrovia City is dead. It's the most deadest cities in the world. And then people are saying, oh, Liberia, okay, Liberia, okay. But going to go flex with your girlfriend and stuff, then you tell me that Liberia is okay? Are you freaking kidding me? Well, for me, as I said before, I think if we, our people, we the people of Liberia, if we cannot take a drastic decisions in making this nonsensical guy a one-term president, then I will denounce my Liberian citizenship to maybe I will take up another citizenship. Back to you.
All right, AB, again, I want to say first and foremost, I'm grateful to my God. And I also want to say thank you, Planted, to our audience for letting go their busy schedule, precious time to join us tonight for another authentic conversation about Mama Liberia. AB, education is important, but leadership ability, energy, passion, commitment, courage, and motivation, those are even more essential than just education. And what we see today as a result of George Weah's presidency and his incompetent, dishonest, flamboyant, and lack of nation-building government officials, if we don't do what is required of all of us, probably we will not be comfortable to travel with our own Liberian passports. Because the level we have gone in terms of bad governance, lack of motivation, and lack of commitment to our country, and don't care attitude on the part of our national leaders, where now we have become a laughing stock. Ambassadors accredited near Monrovia, they are now telling us what we're supposed to be doing as a government, as a people, and as a country. Instead of us telling them this is the way we want them to go, they are telling us how we're supposed to live in our home. They have gone as far as questioning our conscience as human beings. This is not the first time, not the second, but the third time. The European ambassador told us in Waste Management Committee meeting, because they use their taxpayer money to help us to clean our own city. When he said it, the government surrogates grab it and make it with political football, because that's all we can do now in Liberia. The United States government, during the bicentennial, the special assistant to President Joe Biden says similar thing to us. Everything you are doing today, not too bad, but the level of stealing is way too high. You need to reduce it. That's what that woman said. In simple terms, at our national event celebrating our 200 years of existence as a country, as a people, from 1822 to 2022. We didn't stay grab it. We said they didn't grab it. We didn't grab the concept that the old people, all the rural citizens in Liberia, they are able to clean their environment in the morning, as it was being told by the U.S. ambassador. Doing another event observing the birth of our first president, Joseph Jenkins Roberts. And the ambassador asked simple questions. If President Joseph Jenkins Roberts was living today, and the country that he helped to form or to establish. And that country happened to be Liberia. The seat of the government, Monrovia, Montserrado County, the government and the city government, they are not able to clean the city. They got no plan how to clean the city. In the midst of resources, domestic resources and external resources from good government and friendly organizations. In the midst of that, we still cannot clean our city. What more we want to hear, Mr. Weir? What more you want to hear from these people? You want to give you woman and they should give you bed. We say in our country, I cannot give you woman and give you bed. I will give you one of them or one of the two. Where are we headed? Now we go to the analogy of new generation or generational change. We got two young people who have now become a topical issues of our country or topical talking points of our country. Just where is known. If we were to compare him with Madam Sally, if we are to compare Joshua with Joseph Walker, if we were to compare Jeff Koji to that of Mary Broad, my people, so the issue of young and old is no longer a factor for our political discourse. Madam Sally was going to work as early as 7:45 to 8 o'clock. And she was not leaving. I don't know whether that only were going to lunch. She was eating her food at the executive mansion, quote-unquote, foreign ministry. I was right there on the first floor, Afro-Asian Affairs. I was right there. I'm not making it up. I was right there. Whenever Madam Sally stayed at her office, my boss will require to stay, and I will also require to stay with him. We'll be going home 10, 11 o'clock p.m. Liberian time. As old as Madam Sally was, regardless of whatever the date, but after we fought for 14 unbroken years and rewarded people, those people that kill us, kill our people. According to media report, about 250,000 innocent Liberians were killed, including women and children, pregnant women. We rewarded them with jobs. When Madam Sally and Joseph Walker came to power, in real time, there was no state. We had a place called Liberia. And I also agree with the other side of the arguments that they got more resources than this government. But hold a minute, somebody said on Focus on Liberia yesterday talk show, in the eyes of diplomacy and international relations and international law, government is government, president is president. Okay? So whatever Madam Sally did to get that kind of support, why Joshua is not doing it? He's a president, Liberia State, Liberia. Another question is, the new city mayor is also saying he's not getting much support, but what he's doing? Mary Broad can born him 2-3 times on the basis of age. He's also young. He's our generational brother. But was Mary Broad wearing khaki pants and barrack today at the CDC headquarters or at the Unity Party headquarters? I would say no, she was busy. She transformed Monrovia City Corporation. Whatever you see on Broad Street today was Mary Broad initiative. I also agree with the other argument. She had a presidential backup. But Jeff Koji even had better presidential backup than Mary Broad anyway. This is a man that going to Lofa County, the government through Josh Weir office, assign EPS to him and soldiers to go to Lofa. How come he's not doing his job? Jeff Koji alone, he's youth chairman for the CDC. He also youth advisor to the president. He also city mayor. And he also part of the president kitchen cabinet, even though he's not a minister. How is he going to do his job? If he's not even having time to stay in his office to strategize or to hire the right people with the right brains, with the right strategies to clean the city, how Jeff Koji going to have special projects to expand on other initiatives that will attract the city of Monrovia to foreigners or foreign guests? So is it about just being young and get a job? You have no commitment to that job. You have no courage. You have no passion for the job. You have no motivation at all. Then I will say, I don't want that generational change. I want to be with the old school. If we were to compare Joseph Boakai with Josh Weir, Joseph Boakai way ahead of him. If we were to compare Eddie Johnson with Josh Weir, Eddie is way ahead of him. So we got two young people. The two young people are giving all the same complaint at the same time, the same moment. Joe Biden is right here in America. So now the question is it about usefulness or it is about the ability to deliver? Those are the two questions we Liberians in Liberia and outside Liberia we need to answer. What next? We are still dealing with the same group of people that said, you came my you came apart, I will vote for you. We're still dealing with the same group of people that said, country woman born soldier, Congo woman born road. We are still dealing with the same group of people that said, you know, book your country dirty. Now they can't clean it. The people that don't know book, they're out. Those of them that don't know no book now, they are there, but they can't even clean the city. Charles Taylor said, when president speak, the president can answer. Not press secretary. So when city mayor speak, city mayor is supposed to answer or respond. When ambassadors speak, based on diplomacy, the Minister of Foreign Affairs is supposed to speak to respond to that speech. But our country has become an animal farm. Can you imagine? Jeff Koji, super incompetent individual who doesn't know his left from his right, is responding to the United States government statement from the U.S. ambassador on the event organized by the government. And they may ask them simple question. If J.J. Burraba was alive, how would he feel? It's simple. That this country he helped to establish cannot clean its own capital city. And the rural people in Lofa County, they're able to clean their yard. And they know where they carry the trash. But the city of Monrovia, no. Even their designated garbage site, they can't even go and pick it up. But they say they ain't got money. My people, we are in trouble. If we don't make this gentleman and his cartel, his criminal cartel, one time, we'll give them another 6 years, we done. Liberia will go down. It will go below elementary level. In fact, below kindergarten level. It will go below kindergarten. So all we need to do, those of us in America and other part of the world, people that we support in Liberia, we got to continue to conscientize them by whatever means. 2023, vote right, and get these people out. That's what we need to do. Vote right and get these people out. That's what we need to do. AB Party.
You know, my friend and brother, what all you are saying, it is true. But you see, for me, I just said it upright. If we cannot make judgment and we are a one-time president, I don't know where Liberian will be now. Liberian, George Manawia have been president for almost going to 5 years. And then the man cannot even speak to the populations. And that does not worry any of you. It worries me. George Manawia cannot be able to speak, to have a press conference. But that George Manawia, he able to go to the church, to Topical church, to preach. George Manawia able to go in studio and go and sing reggae music. If that does not worry you, it worries me. And I believe that the only best way forward is to either removing by force or you be able to removing by ballot box. Because the poor of Guinea, they not waste the time. The poor of Guinea, they not waste the time. The poor of Malay, they not waste the time. The poor of Burkina Faso, they not waste the time. All these countries, they are in West Africa. As soon as the Guineans something happen, Josh, when we are called Finabono for him to be able to pay the housing allowance, the housing, all the AFL people rent, he was able to pay everything. Because my brother was scared. If we as Liberians, we cannot be able to stand up, we don't expect the American people to come to stand up for us. No. Just the other day, Henry Pedro Costa have to leave from the United States to go to Liberia before the people were able to demonstrate. And I am saying, if George Manawia cannot be removed by force, or then he be removed by crook. Because it has been too long. 4 years, almost going to 5 years, and they cannot point at one concession agreement. They cannot. That this government initiated, and I'm talking about Firestone, Metal Steel. I'm not talking about that.
Those people were there already.
I am talking about a company that came in during George Manawia administrations. Not one. Not one. And if we cannot stand up, we don't expect for American people to come to stand up for us.
Nope.
We don't expect. The Guinean people, they acted in the red mind. The Guinean army acted in the red mind. Now somebody is saying that we are not like Guinea. Yeah, I know. But matter is matter.
We were not Guinea in 1990. We were not Guinea in 1993. Liberia was still not Guinea in 1998 when Laura came. and model.
Okay. So all we
These
are
are
saying
people
here
that
tonight,
refuse to learn.
all we are saying here tonight, if Josh Weah succeed in his second term, I think I will pledge my loyalty to another country until Josh Weah can be able to depart. There have been plenty of countries that need me. Plenty of countries.
AB, I'm not cutting you off. You know what? You cannot run away from your shadow. I will not pledge my loyalty and my citizenship to any country. If George Weah succeed by enemies going back to the executive mansion, we'll remove him by force.
Thank you.
By force.
Thank you. Those are the words now.
Let him ask Chancellor. Let him ask Chancellor. Chancellor will tell him. What's up? Let him ask Samuel Kanyando whether he gets grave.
We were booting out by force. And we are not playing fun. We're booting out by force. Because the way the country have been handled, the way our country have been handled, amen. Our people voted you because they believe that you and them have the same story. Our people voted because they believe in you. But you came.
Young people.
You came. You was able to demonstrate corruptions,
nepotism,
nepotistic behavior, cronyism, and you yet name the rest. Is that what the Liberian people voted you for? And then you cannot hold a single press conference. You have to record your voice for them to go to play on air. Are you freaking kidding me? In a modern time and age? Are you freaking kidding me? The president have to record his voice. He have to go sit down to record his voice. And then he give it to his assistant for them to carry it to play. Josh Weah does not have security. Because the security, as I learned, his security have not taken pay for 3 months. Josh Weah, he alone, he is the most vulnerable president around Africa. Because a man will fly by night. A man will fly by night to go to Ghana to go to do soon. To go to woman nursing in Ghana. And then that was the reason the Ghanaian president have to send a strong warning to him.
But what about the men that go to church to go preach?
Just when we are attend to preacher, he is the president, he is the pastor, sort of called bishop. Just when we are is a man who was once a Muslim, he turned, as soon as his contract ended in Qatar, he turned back to Christian. Just when we are is a reggae singer. One man. And then some of you guys saying here that, oh yeah, you know, I am saying if Josh Weah does not, if he force it, he will be removed by force. By force. Josh Weah will be removed by force. The forcibly means that he will be removed. I am not here to tell you that. But one thing I know, if Josh Weah forces his way in to the presidency, come the second time, he will be removed by force, by fire. Let's go to our phone line and take a call.
Yeah.
Keep your call coming.
Yeah, AB, let me just announce the topics tonight. Folks, tonight is kind of like open conversation. We need the trending issues or topical trending issues in Liberia. What is your view? Or what is your take? So you can actually just call us and speak on anything that stand out to you, that concern you. and then you share your view with us and the rest of the people.
Keep your call coming out on 215-824-8124 or 267-938-2801. Once more, 215-824-8124 or 267-938-2801. That is the number to call. You know, like I was saying, I'll take our first caller. Caller, what is your name and where are you calling out from?
How you doing, AB? This is River says. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing quite okay. What is on your mind?
Okay, I heard I listened to you and Francis and that George Weah, if he does not relinquish power, he should be removed by force. Let me just tell you that there's gone Arab Spring that removed Hosni Mubarak and a lot of those people that were perceived as dictators. According to the United Nations Development Program, those countries are far worse than what they used to be. They are far worse right now, like Libya, like Egypt, like all those countries that had the Arab Spring. They are worse than what they are now. I want you to go back to Mali. I don't know if you know what's going on in Mali now after they removed their leader. That guy has been sanctioned. France has, he kicked France or the French diplomat out of his country, and Mali is going through a lot. Mali is a landlocked country. They don't have sea. They depend on Ivory Coast. Okay, you know that already. I know that. Okay, look, Burkina Faso, what's going on there? So if you talk about military takeover, okay, let's say if it's popular among Liberian people, if they want to, well, but we need to look at the consequences. The man was democratically elected. AB, the only solution Liberian people have, go to the ballot box. If he rigs the election, that's a different thing.
The president of Guinea, he was not democratically elected?
Well,
no.
Alpha Condé was elected. As far as we know, he was elected. AB, he was elected, but
Alpha Condé was he democratically elected or not?
He was democratically elected, but he did a third term. The only problem Alpha Condé had was that third term, but he was democratically elected.
Okay,
but George Weah is not doing the third term.
Okay.
But you have not done it yet because he said that time to go.
What we are saying, I mean, you got to agree or disagree. What we are saying, if George Weah manage to succeed in force, because it will be by force. If George Weah come in power, 2023 by force, he will be totally removed. I can tell you that.
Okay, Eddie, but suppose the election is monitored by the international community, the Carter Center, and the international community deems the election result as free and fair. Will you still go ahead trying to remove the man by force?
Are you seeing the support that George we are getting?
Oh, he having overwhelming support. Every poll that comes from the ground. I'm not talking about your diaspora poll. Every poll that people conduct on the ground over there, George Weah is ahead. It's between George Weah and Joseph Boakai. The man have overwhelming support.
I'm not talking about the support in Liberia. When you tell me the support in Liberia, then I will tell you that you blank and lie. Because
okay, so what are you talking about?
Because when it comes to the pool, Joseph Boakai been leading. Then through in all the pool, Joseph Boakai been leading them. So I am talking about when it comes to support internationally. Have you been seeing, because you know this is what you guys can complain on. You guys say that Madam Saliha the support. But are you seeing this? Is there the same support that Madam Saliha compared to George Weah?
Well, Ebi, let me tell you something.
No, I want you to answer me.
Yeah, no. It is nothing closer to Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. But let's remember, AB, post-war Liberia, I can say Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, that was the first, that child thing, I don't call it election. The woman had a woman based on her international pedigree. After the peacekeeper, look, the millions and millions of dollars pour into the country. So they wanted Ellen Johnson to succeed. So the international community pumped a lot of money. What did we get from Joseph Boakai and Ellen? All the money they pump in there. Look at JFK Hospital.
So that's the same thing that I am saying here. George Weah, you guys said that he had international support, right?
Not as compared to Ellie.
No. You guys said that George Weah having international support. You guys said that George Weah.
Besides that, he was a millionaire.
Yeah, George Weah is a millionaire. But we never saw the millionaire. We never saw the millionaire when you were elected as senator. When you were appointed for you to work as peace ambassador. We never saw that million. Up to the time that George Weah was elected as a senator. He was using Eddie Mervyn Snow car to go to work. All the way you were millionaire.
Maybe the man saving your money, AB.
Well, let me get out of AB. Please, everyone, to go to Facebook so you can listen. Let me say something quickly. Then we can go to our next caller. My brother, let me tell you something. Sometimes when we say it, people take it as at the front. There is no successful country on planet Earth that just became successful on civil plateau. The democracy we follow today, even the American democracy, it was propounded by Thomas Hobbes, the English political philosopher, okay? And the reason he offered that time for the formation of government, it was to create a balance between the weak and the strong. And other philosophers asking why. He said, because society is nasty. Now, even in the midst of democracy, we can use another form of democracy. The democracy that we practice, it is not followed through on the basis of its principles. Going to regular election is not all to it. But what happened during and after those elections, my brother? George Weah and most African leaders has the entire country, the entire resources, the logistics, they got everything. From all indication, the way we are observing George Weah and his government, they wouldn't want to create a level playing field for competition, for political competition, based on what we are seeing now. Making sure they prosecute their political opponents using our national institutions like the court. That is not good for our democracy. That is not good. Go back online and read about Jean-Jean Rousseau. Jean-Jean Rousseau said, if we surrender our political rights to a group of people and they do not manage that right well for a specific period of time, we should remove them by force, revolution.
Okay.
And that's why you see all over the world, especially Africa, at some point in time, Samuel Kanyando got removed. Lot of presidents got removed. Who told you that if people do it, then it means they will live in abject poverty? Gradually, people will learn. John Locke came in and said, no, if we give people power for a specific time frame, and they stay within that, under the social contract theory, we give them that opportunity to rule. But when we go to the bottom part, we can decide to sign new lease agreement or to revoke the lease agreement and they go by their business. Another gentleman called D. Mutiski, even though we created a government, but let us have equal 3 branches of government for the purpose of check and balance. Okay? So we got all these things. Do we really have those things that I just talked about? The answer is no. You have a parliament that is corrupt to their teeth.
Okay.
And who is motivating that corruption? It is the executive. Executive is using their executive power because they control all the resources, including money. They can print, they can do all that stuff. They take money and give it to parliament to do what they want them to do. Okay? They call the chief justice and say, if you don't go sit down over that thing to prosecute Kabina Janet, you will be removed, even though they're not supposed to. They go and say that and do it. They use the police to beat on our people. Okay? They use their surrogate to kill auditors, government auditors. When you are doing these things before elections, my brother, that's a red flag. And now let me tell you something. The international community was present in Liberia, 1985 election, including Carter Center. they were present. They said the election was not free and fair. Those states hijacked it. Okay? Election Commission, international observers, they were present in Liberia. 2017, when the Liberia Party, under the political leadership of Councillor Charles Walker Brunskin, went to Supreme Court to challenge the irregularities that mined the 2017 election that needed to be canceled and rerun. That's legal and empirical evidence. The Supreme Court looked into that case, into that complaint. They all came away almost unanimous votes, with the exception of Cabinet Janet. The majority vote of the Supreme Court said there was irregularities that were massive. However, looking at the country economic situation, the country and also security situation, according to their opinion, the country Liberia was not ready to go to a full-scale rerun election, which means cancel the first one. And that was the fundamental reasons why, when George Weah and his government got there, the person that disagreed that their election, there is no small wrongdoing, there is no big wrongdoing. Wrong is wrong. When something is irregular, it is just irregular. We don't care how big or small that is. Stealing is stealing. Anything that not for you, you take it, is stealing. If you take the Liberian people money, you bring it to America, that's stealing. You take the Liberian people money, you build a house for yourself and your family in Liberia, it says stealing. Stealing, that's stealing. So, my people, we can elect people and they don't do well, and they don't create an enabling environment for everybody to compete. We can force them out. That's a political theory. It exists, and people have used it. Okay?
All right.
People have used it. If 250,000 people got killed because of nepotism and massive corruption in government in our country, and future government, current government is not changing, how do you think future government will change? So we, the people, will take the laws into our hands. That's what we're going to do. George Weah, from all indications, we don't think he's going to leave easily. He's going to manipulate the results. And if he did that, I'm sorry. He need to add Charles and Samuel Kayando.
Keep a call coming out on 215-824-8124 or 267-938-2801. That is the number to call once more. 215-824-8124 or 267-938-2801. That is the number to call. I am pretty much clear. The thing that George Weah is planning to do, we already know it. We already know that George Weah want to rig the elections. We already know it that because of the pool. Who told you that George Weah does not listen? They listen to the radio station in our country. But I am saying, and let me say it once more, if George Weah is not careful, if you rig the elections, trust me, George Weah, he will be brutally, I'm not saying he will be easily removed, I say he will be brutally removed, either by means of hope or by the means of crook. Because we are, I'm not talking about the other people. Me and my co-hosts, we are not here for that. We cannot see, we cannot live on for us to see our people suffering, going back to Aja Poverty again. No, we cannot do that. We cannot do that. And if that is done, I am sorry. If that is done, I am sorry. George Weah will be brutally removed. If that is done, if the election is rigged, I'm not talking about Madam Sally. Madam Sally, once she get one vote. All right? So keep your call coming out on 215-824-8124 or 267-938-2801. That is very clear. You know, first when I said Josh Wanawea will be either removed by the means of hope or by crook. Josh Wanawea urged his security advisor, Jefferson Camo, to write a letter against me. You are aware, right?
Mm-hmm.
To write a letter against me that the American government should send me back. That in fact, that letter what Jefferson Camo wrote, I was managed to get hold of one of the newspapers that carried my full-grown pictures on the talk show, saying that the American government should send me back. That in fact added grease to my case. That in fact added grease to my case. And today, that case now we know why it is. We know why it is. My lawyer wrote them. My lawyer said, you want Abraham to come to Liberia? We are not refusing. But for him to be able to come there with his men, that meant men was gone. That meant men need to protect me. That meant men were armed. That you need to deposit a assurance bond of $1.5 million. Because we know the kind of man that he is. For him to be able to peacefully come back to Liberia, you need to deposit 1.5. Since that time, Josh Wanawea, they never wrote back to answer phone to my lawyer. It doesn't Josh Wanawea, they don't know. Braco know which are the three to clean your ass on. But I am saying this practically clear. If Josh Wanawea play with 2023 elections, the thing that will take Josh Wanawea for other power, I cannot say it here. But we know it. Keep a call coming down on 215-824-8124 or 267-938-2801. That is the number to call. You know, people saying, oh, we are afraid to. Do you know how afraid our citizens are? Do you know how many times our citizens?
What kind of government you going to have? Common trash, they can't clean it. Common trash, but they dress in kosu, proposu every single day. Their whole life is on Facebook. What kind of government is that? People can be irresponsible. But this group of people, they have really brought down our country to almost zero level. Come on. Come on. You think we're going to keep them in power and we'll continue to pay them and they're stealing over it? They're building mansions? Judge Weir told us he's not going to promise a quality of political speeches. However, he promised a quality leadership decision. Where is it? When he can't even talk with his own people as a president. When he cannot even address the media in person. He also told us that Liberians are not going to be spectators in their country. Where is it?
Oh.
Where is it? Even his criminal homes that he is building from the Liberian people tax dollars. I challenge you, y'all go check it out. Those contractors are not Liberians. Those contractors are not Liberians. He also make us to understand he's going to fight corruption. Where is the fight? When he said he's taking a full-scale bath in corruption water.
What is the name?
Where's the money? Where's the millionaire? Where is the millionaire? Where is the man who had $84 million before the presidency? Where is he?
Hold on.
He also promised equitable distribution of Our national cake. Our national cake. Where is
Hello?
it?
Yeah, hold on.
When he gave me, he said $120 million for county tour. University of Liberia campus cannot even be renovated. We can't even get light. Liberian people pay for their chip. They can't even get light. We can't even get water as cheap as it is. We call this group of people government.
Okay.
They are just political and corrupt cartel. That is who they are.
What is your name and where are you calling out from?
My name is Folibodi Kroma. I'm calling from Chester, Pennsylvania.
Further, go ahead.
Okay. Thank you so much. I've been following the show tonight, and a couple of things, especially your co-host Francis said about the Liberian democracy. I mean, I don't see how in the world that the democracy in Liberia is going to improve. And I will say this: every time in real, true democracy, every time the press or even you, the talk show host, having to come up with some allegation of corruption or abuse of power, in real democracy, you will see some government institutions launching investigation into those allegations to find out that what the press is saying or what the newspaper has said or what the talk shows has said, whether it has some fight in it or not. But in Liberia, the journalists will come up and get all their information and put in the news, make allegation, put in the newspaper, bring out facts, but yet still there will be no government institution, to investigate those who are alleged to have committed some kind of violation of our rules. And then besides those government institutions that are close with authority to investigate those kind of corruption or malpractices, there will be no other private institution that will even challenge those things in court to say, look, we cannot allow this to go on, despite citizens speaking against things. Like you mentioned about the trash removal thing. Okay. Why the people who live in those areas will not sue? They will not sue because they don't even have the resources. And we don't have Liberian to say, you know what, we got to make the government accountable. But the thing here is, every day the Liberian government coerces Liberian citizens and businesses to play their part by paying their taxes, to make sure that citizens and businesses live by the rules. But on the other hand, the government is supposed to play her role. So citizens should be aware that they should also coerce the government to play her role. You know, that's just what I wanted to say.
Okay.
I mean, you guys are doing great. Thank you.
Thank you. My good friend and brother James Tano is saying that we cannot do nothing to President Weah. That what you say. That what you saying. I am not saying that I will do something to him. No. But let President Weah just try it. Just what I just said. Let President Weah just try it. You think I am just talking loosely? You think so? President, I've been in this talk show business. Me and President Weah come to power as the same amount of year that he has spent in the presidency. That's the same amount of year that I have spent in the talk show business. If my words were not important, President Weah could not have told his security advisor to write the American embassy to tell them that they should deport me. if my wall was just flat doodoo. All right? So you should know that anything that
Because we are got historical and he got Facebook. They listen to us. But they are just the way they are.
They listen. Kalasco, I cannot tell you how many times that Kalasco has called me personally. I cannot tell you that. I cannot tell you how many times Kalasco has gone to my sister. At the time my sister was in Liberia, Kalasco had gone to my sister to go to beg my sister for them to talk to me. That the president listened to my talk show. All I want for adequate distributions of goods and services. Equally, let all Liberians benefit from the natural cake. You cannot have few handful of people enjoying, and the vast majority of the people living in utter poverty. And then you call that government. This is just a warning. If Josh Weir is not careful, I cannot tell you guys how much me and Kalasco is close. So if you guys doesn't know, if you guys want me for me to come and watch everything outside here, that one I will not do it. But I go for the truth. I am not somebody. The government cannot buy me. That is a freaking true. Because everything that I need, everything that I want, or I need, I can be able to get it through my hard work in the United States. I get the backing of the ego. All right? Keep your call coming out on 215-824-8124 or 267-938-2801. 267-938-2801 or 215-824-8124. It's not the people of Guinea. The people of Guinea, it takes I don't call him, I don't call the commander that took over from Alpha Condé.
Mamadi Doumbouya.
Mamadi. And they say Mamadi was sleeping. Don't you know that they captured Mamadi 2 times? They wanted to disrobe him. It was the Guinean president who told them, you're leaving. You're leaving. The same man who told them that you're leaving. That's the same man that he came to overthrow. The same man.
But that the man uncle.
Aha.
Mm-hmm.
And
I was deciding not to kill him.
Yeah. So you know. So when we're talking here, you be careful.
But AB, people like James Tano then, he's under our life view. He won year, but he got a year to carry to his master, his slave master. That's all he there for. If you're talking all the crap here, why not you tell just we have to govern better? Simple as that. They let Colonel Gaddafi. They let Gaddafi. He also did the same thing. It was his uncle that enlisted into the army. When he came from there, he said, "Uncle, you're now leading well." Right. He overthrew him. Okay. Right in Togo there. When Eyadima died in office, who took over the country? His son.
Oh, okay. We have a caller here. Caller, what is the name
his
and where
son.
are you calling from?
So where are you coming from?
This is Jamestown. I'm calling from Atlanta, Georgia.
Jamestown, go ahead.
Yes, sir. It be my man, my advice to you, my own brother, bro. But I just want you to cool down. That's all you kind of things you're talking, bro. Wait for 2023. I mean, there will be UN observer. There will be people for the Carter Center to observe the election. Go observe the election. But if what you say is that's the kind of ride you want to take, my brother, have you experienced anything to call Kappa Wire before?
You say what?
Have you experienced copper wire?
Yes.
The thing they call copper in Liberia, you know how copper roller, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I just tell you. You know they got people in Liberia battle tester right now in America, yeah?
That buying what?
I said, you know that there are people that support Jowea, and there are people that live in Liberia battle tester, right?
Yeah, I know that. I know that.
Okay, they will use copper wire, so you gotta be careful when you're talking, bro.
Oh, James Sano, don't make me laugh. Don't make me laugh here. The same Kata Center, they were not in Liberia during the elections of Samuel Kayando.
I don't know, maybe you don't understand the call I'm giving you, my brother. But all I'm trying to say, just, you know, my man, let's wait for election time. Y'all run your campaign. Y'all go and pick your man. I'm just saying, if you're trying to take that route, my brother, you might not even get close.
Abi, let me just get him
I'm telling you for a fact, bro.
Okay.
I understood his.
I just tell you, I'm giving you my little advice as a brother. All leave you again talking. I know what I'm talking about. So thank you so much.
Okay, all right.
Let me just give it to him free, okay? James is simply telling us, because we're saying the truth,
yeah,
we could be taken care of by people that believe in George Weah.
Yeah,
but hold a minute. They think, yeah, and that's something we hardly. That thing happened before, it can happen again. What did demon forces now do? Chad Taylor in his bathroom. He in a bathroom. He ain't even ready to go yet. All the taxi driver park off the road. Okay, they park off the road. They may not turn towards the community. Somebody just start their engine and they turn and just kill everybody. Where are they today?
Okay.
Demon forces, you know what they did to our people? You know what they did to those young girls? You know what Samuel Kayando did to University of Liberia students? Samuel Kayando was armed to his teeth. Forget about the African juju. We heard he had someone a ring on his toes and all that stuff. Okay, leave that one. Let's go to the scientific one because that one we're not taking it here in America. If you say you RPG proof, and now AK-47, they ain't even use it. They use a single bend knife to do your work. Where was Samuel Kayando Satu? People that were trained to kill and eat human beings.
Okay.
Where were they? When Prince Johnson handled him and put him down on his belly, on his butt, at the Freeport. Why you want to scare us? You think you're going to scare us, James? If you refuse to read your history, it's okay with you, but don't come on the show and scare us about copper wire. So people that believe in George Weah, so he's going to live in power. Okay, let's assume that George Weah will take over power and will do nothing to him. That is your thinking. That's what you think. Samuel Kayando had 32 coup attempts on his life at the executive mansion. Go on the CIA website, James, and go find it there. United States CIA website, fat book. I'm giving you free history. Go there. 32 coup attempts, and that led to the revolution. Because not just the local people in Liberia, including Thomas Kriyankwa, Prince Johnson, and the rest of the guys, but even international paramilitary. They all intervened behind the scene. And they couldn't get it. That led to the war. That if we allow this guy to go to another election and rig it, Liberia will go down the drain. We got him out one way or the other. Okay? We don't feel good about the number of people that got killed. But the very thing that led to that behavior or that event, it is what the government continues to practice today under George Weah and his people. Chastero came in. Demon forces, let me say it again. The last vehicle, I said it hard. I almost got hit. When Chastero finished going to work, that last vehicle with the Pantage on it, Those other guys that were living in different world. AB, look, ask anybody that live around City Hall. I think it was Toyota Defender or some kind of Defender. Those model vehicles that Chartered High is convoy.
Yeah.
That last one that we passed after Taylor finished going to work, the road is quiet, but you can't go. If you're not lucky, you will die. Even human being can't walk. My man, I was at City Hall there just doing my own Yana boating, selling my little chicle. One private car driver just went on the road and that car came and just cut it into two. Because the speed that you should be on. My man, the other one went towards African Plaza, the other one came towards Old Salvation Army High School area there. That private car cut the call it into two. The two people that were there instantly died on the spot. Where is Charles Taylor today?
Okay. We have Pastor Charles Akonila.
Where is Charles Taylor?
Yeah, thank you,
so you're coming on the show all the way you live in America. You want to scare us?
Again, you know,
then you ask you about copper wire. Shame on you, Gene. I didn't expect you to do that. Shame on you. Let Joey people come for us. If you ever come as a Vatuka, then we get us.
Speak to the question of those ones that blind. The guy I just called, and as he said, he's speaking in code. I rather want to respond to him whether he know the code of God. He's speaking in code for the demon. But I wanted to ask you whether you know the code of God. You know, some people, Liberians, some of us, 95%, the thing that's falling on damaging our country. And every Liberian today is because 95% are not afraid of God. Maybe the fear of God is how you treat your fellow human being. Mm-hmm. That is the main fear of God. That brother are called and people are defending an evil government. If their children were talking out of their homes up to this date, they have not seen their children. Their three brothers, their three sons, their three whosoever could be. If either one of them could be among the children, I believe 100%. None of them will stand on the radio station tonight to say the freaking report, Georgia will win. But because they don't fear God, so they have no feeling for their fellow people that are suffering in Liberia. You got a dedicated leader. You got a evil. You know, the reason why Liberia is dirty, Georgia is dirty in heart. The leader is dirty in heart. Everyone that works in Georgia government, they are dirty in heart. I say, come for me tomorrow with your call, with your barbed wire. I say, because it is appointed unto me to be born, and after I've been born, I will die. And after death, there's something called judgment. So now I pray. The Bible has told me I should not be afraid of the man that's going to kill my body, but I should be afraid of the one that will kill both my body and my soul. Abraham, are you there? Hello?
Yeah, Pastor.
I want the brother Christian started the show very well, and I go to comment. Liberians do not fear God, they're going to vote for their stomach. But when they fear God, they will not vote for the stomach because God will pour into their stomach. But they will vote and for their right. It will not be for less. Because God is going to pour both the mouth and the stomach, and it is the right. After you take that money, your brothers will kill. People have been raped in the country. You see a dunk, you see a man who has no fear for God, cheating the other Liberians, and they are going in there hungry. Then you say, oh, in America or some part of the world, you say, the war will reason. Who are you? Are you Satan of the devil? I'm not afraid. No, last year I told you on your radio, I'm not afraid, brother. No, if you're doing the right thing and you take your life away, my brother, you are on the right side with your creator. If I go to steal, if I go to commit adultery or fornication, if I go to kill somebody in that process, I die, I have sinned against the creator. But if I'm speaking against a word, or every word ought to do right for the better Liberia of tomorrow, is he going to kill me? Because you suffer like the devil. Satan is suffering. Satan has not seen my brother. If you see people talking like this, watch out! You are demonic. Watch out! You are satanic. Watch out! Your life will collapse. But yet, don't relay Abraham, but a friend don't relay. Every Liberian that's speaking for Liberia, do not relay. Our war is coming. We're going to get a better Liberia. Do not be afraid of the fools, because in their own eye they are wise. The Bible says the fool is wise in his own eye. He has no fear for God. I see them coming up. When you're talking about Joria, that Joria has got a toilet, a pee, they are so much enough. It's in your brain, it's in your mind, it's in your mouth, it's in your stomach. So they come out. But we're going to do that. Do not be afraid. God going to have them. God Almighty, the Creator, going to have them. Do not be afraid. I don't want to tell you, brother.
Thank you. Thank you, Pastor Charles.
Can't tell about copper wire.
To him, he can make a friend, so he can be able to tell us about a copper wire and stuff.
Yeah.
But, you know.
And a man handle to one gongoro. You know, these people, I really wonder that even though foreign ambassadors are pushing it in their brain, they're pushing it there, but say they can't take it.
They can't take it.
U.S. Congress here came up with a resolved resolution to sanction the government through targeted means. They outlined the historical event between Liberia and America, and they also pointed out specific things that they did, including money, including communique that was signed. Joe Biden's special assistant went to Liberia, the same thing. American ambassador just told them, from this time to this time, 200 years ago, from this time to this time, 75 years ago, from this time to this time, this is ago. This is what we did when this one happened, including Ebola, now COVID. The vaccine American government gave to Liberian government free of charge. They're charging our people to test 75 in, 75 out. The health ministry can't even account for that money. They put money on budget, like proposed budget. The other criminal there at that Capitol building, they pass the budget under the carpet, then they go back and say, can't tell what he did with the other money we gave last year. What kind of country is that? You come to country scale with copper wire? You live in America? You live in the past. According to media report, Tiawan Gongoro have been human rights advocate for years, for over 30 years. Charles Taylor, Dima forces people that beat Tiawan Gongoro and get his own people to drink. Some of you don't remember history. When Ellie took over as president, Charles Taylor was in Calabar as a result of peace accord in Ghana. When they brought Charles Taylor to Liberia in that bulletproof jacket so that nobody can shoot him, who received Charles Taylor? It was Tiawan Gongoro.
It was a Saint-Tiawan.
It was Tiawan Gongoro as a Solicitor General, Republic of Liberia, the position Serena Sifa holding today, that received Charles Taylor and turn him over to the Salonian court, UN by court. That is life. The whole life here is based on two principles. The principle of certainty, which is reality, and the principle of uncertainty. Living yesterday, James, that's your right. Especially if you live in America, America is considered the land of the free and the home of the brave. And we not say anything that is not real. Everything I'm giving you tonight, go check it out. Go check it out. How much it will take the government of Liberia or the city government to clean the city? How much effort they need that they don't have? How much will it take our legislators to carry on their three fundamental power that they have? Representation, lawmaking, and oversight. How much does it take them? How much energy do they need to do that? And they get big pay for it. So are we just going to be in a vicious circle? And nobody will talk about it? Then you were threatening with copper wire? The other people used copper wire yesterday. They used glass bottle. They raped our sister at the University of Liberia. They beat on students and then they send in exile. Some of them died and didn't come back. But where are they today? Where are those leaders, my brother? The song singer said, you can fool some people sometimes, but you cannot fool all the people all the times. And that is where we are. And we don't hate George Weah. We are just truth teller. And let me tell you something again. I was at the airport around June 6, 2003, when Chancellor came from that piece of call. I get a whole book here, but I'm not reading book to you. I just give it to you. Okay, I just give it to you free. You think we're joking here? We're not government official. We're nothing.
Damn.
We're just Liberians, ordinary Liberians that live in America, and all we need to do is to be able to clock in at least 4 days to 5 days a week. I did overtime today, just so you know. But at least there is an opportunity here for us to live too and drink clean drinking water and save. Our people cannot afford it in Liberia because we got a responsible criminal government. That's a fact, evident by their behavior, including the president. How can the president be a millionaire, 84 million dollars, according to them, and he become president in less than 72 hours? He started to break down his old properties and rebuild it with our money. Buy Baptist Seminary property and build on. Then you come in to tell us about copper wire? Shame on you. Shame on you. Those auditors, George Weah ordered his surrogate to kill, just so you know. Inside family member is in America waiting to appear on the talk show. We'll bring it to you live. The hard truth, it can hurt, but we'll give it to you. Especially the internal audit department director that was killed in cold blood. Inside family member is here to stay. And they have already gave us their willingness to appear on the show and give us empirical pictorial evidence of what they did in the basement of LRA building. Right there. Pictures on the laptop. You think we're joking here? You must be making Joey to feel good. You make you feel good. You depend on copper wire, yeah? You depend on copper wire. Samia do have everything. What happened to Fripo? Chancellor have everything. What happened? All those girls they were going around calling Joey Howard Taylor sleeping by herself. He right there now, he in jail, the light can go off. They say we are country of built on Christian principle. But our leaders don't even follow that too.
Yeah, hold on.
Man, go ahead, man. Let the color go on. This man already got my what they call. How you going to scare with copper wire? Shame on you again.
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, this is Bill calling from New Jersey. I just want to give my input maybe in less than 1 minute.
Go ahead.
Yeah, first let me say thank you to you and Francie. I have been following the show for a while, and Francie has been adding so much good to this show. He's a great person. I did not know how much ingredient he brings to this show. He's a student of history and political science. If anyone listening to this platform, either you be in denial of the fight to listen to Francis and recalibrate yourself to know what has happened in history. And it is not only Liberia that you people made reference to. You made reference to the international scene. You talk about Togo, you talk about Malay, you talk about Guinea-Bissau, you talk about other countries. The platform is just not just about we want to see George Weah leaving. It's about educating the people how politics has been played and how the thing has come back to reality. Like you said, it's a reality. You know, most of our friends, it's unfortunate that people will sit in America and still say, you know, the core, that copper wire. I think that person is just childish. He's just childish. He doesn't know what he's talking about. You understand? We saw how Doe downfall came, like you said, Satu. We saw what happened to him, man. I saw Taylor Time. I did not believe that people like Momo Jibanan today will be begging some of us to say, oh, gas in my car. People like Banana or CPO Demi.
Okay.
You understand?
You know,
I couldn't believe that people like Kajiatu Darren will be asking for child support from what's more Finney. Let me tell you, revolution is a time. It's a time. The only thing you can be proud of, it is the good that you will do that people will be proud of. What is happening today in Liberia?
Why?
Hello?
Yeah, hello.
What is happening today in Liberia? Let me tell you, my friend Manzi, this election.
Hello. According from 0054, you hold on. According from 7792. Go ahead.
Let me tell you, AB, if Ejawia lost the election, he's gonna go. Those people who think they can use the copper wire will be the one that will cause problems for themselves. I told somebody sometime we had an election abroad on this same platform. And somebody said, George Weah will rig the election. I said, no. George Weah is not the president you think he is. He afraid of problem. The people wanted to rig the Darrell Dillon election.
I'm telling you.
They wanted to rig it. They said, we can rig it. Nothing will happen. He said, my man, if you do this thing, that me will be in problem. You people will not follow me. Your leader, man, he won the election. Let him carry. That's how they said about Chief. But then we'll play with other country election. We'll carry most of the election to National Election Commission. Will see that problem. That's how you saw most of the small election enter to National Election Commission. Up to now, they were still solving dispute and giving election to people who they wanted. So critical election, like the national election, they come in 2023. CDC has already lost relevance. Who in Liberia today can say they want to run CDC to get a win? Nobody. Even people who in CDC does not want to even run CDC ticket no more. Look at Tomo Fala, man. Look at the money our brothers spend.
But look at that own party chairman. That own party chairman ran against Yeke Kolba in District number 10. He was defeated.
Do you know what I mean? A political seat, the money that Tomo Fala spent. Nobody in election have seen. Even Charles said it did not spend that money.
Oh, okay.
They knock you up. More besides the growing political wave. The international community, the EU, the U.S. ambassador, the current statement, the U.S. delegation to the Bassetina. Hey man, AB man, I was listening to the lady, her tears were dropping my eye, for the lady to look in the face of George Weah and say, government officials of this government are using national resources to invest in their private property, and corruption is an epidemic that's breaking the fabric of our nation. The woman looking at your president face and reading the statement, not letter, in your bold face. And after that statement, the senior U.S. ambassador came out to say, this country is not for the world. That alone, that statement the U.S. ambassador made, that statement alone, Finney will turn it to it. Finney. Finney. That statement from the international community is a clear cut. All people are just doubting is to have a formidable opposition that will replace President Weah. But President Weah want tension. He does not even want to have a problem in end life. This guy you see, so they're just trying to push it. But the man himself, President Weah, tired with the presidency. Let me tell you, he's tired. He's exhausted. How many times you can see the president addressing the press? How many times you see him addressing the nation? How many times you see him talking about issues, economic issues? Only Samuel Twe has been number 9, talking about economy, money. Everybody tired. Even the Ministry of Information. When last there was a press release from them talking about government, everybody exhausted. There are some people are just hardcore people. They are fanatic. They just want to express themselves. But I just want to say thank you. Let's keep it a conversation and let's educate our people of the democratic right, how to move forward. We can just we can leave, another person come tomorrow. That would be a Liberia want to see. Thank you.
Thank you. Quora, what is your name and where are you calling out from? Quora calling from 0054. Go ahead.
Hello, this is Van Mede, man. How you doing?
Vani, go ahead.
Man, concerning about the election to Liberia, this is 2023, my input is Jawia and CDC again will rig the election. Anyway, you take the election, they will rig the election.
Okay, when they rig it, then they will bother with the fire.
Yeah, they will rig the election because
Oh,
the
you
reason
see-
is the counter
The Kappa wire Jimmy Tower will use
all
it
the
on
election
them.
been free and fair. All the senator election, all the representative election been free and fair. You see, that would be their standing points. So we're poor. I see them talking. Reason is they even worry. All the thinking on, we already get a country, we already get our plan, we already get the next step, what we'll do after the election.
Okay.
So we don't say and see what will happen, but from what I believe and what I've been seeing, yeah, because if election like this coming, you get like 18 months, incumbent president will be there doing something that will improve the second chance. But now they ain't be doing that. The only thing they're doing is to say, hey, we already know what we can target, where all we can get a vote from. You see? So we just have to keep our finger crossed and see about really 90% CDC will break the election.
Okay, but when they rig the election, they will bother with the same Kappa wire. Thank you. Francis, let's get our closing statement.
Yeah, AB, Liberia people are very interesting. But history is a powerful tool. It's a powerful tool, and until we can realize it is powerful, Liberia going to continue to be the way it is. Look at Chucky Taylor, for example.
I'm telling you, Chucky.
That is a man that headed the Demo Forces, the ATU group. To a point where when Costa interviewed him, Chucky said he don't want to be called and identified by that name.
Yeah, but Taylor.
Can you imagine? This is the first son of the president, former president. He does not want to be identified by the name that he used to terrorize our Liberian people.
The man said that he want to be called Gumai.
Gumai. This is a man that United States of America, because he was born here, placed in jail for 99 years for committing crimes and human rights in our country.
Okay.
You see, you cannot run away from your shadow, my people. So you want to tell me as smart and bright, let's put it that way in that context, Chucky was, he didn't have the total understanding of the law when it comes to his nationality. Or maybe he understood it, but he just decided to give it a try. So he did everything he could do in Liberia, killed our people, abused them, molested women, everything you think about, according to Department of Justice record, public records on Chucky Taylor. That Chucky Taylor today is telling us and the world, we the Liberian people, he is asking us to forgive him. So your Kappa wire you got, you need to ask Samuel Kanyado Jr. Let him go use it. Or you need to ask Chucky Taylor. He don't even want to be identified by that name.
By that name, Taylor.
We have to graduate from high school at older age. Can you imagine age 24? Some of our classmates graduated 35. Can you imagine? Other people that came after, or imagine that. Or people that started school when the war started. You know when they got out? Then God bless some of us to come to this country. Opportunity is not equal everywhere. That's the nature of human being, or the nature of the sinful planet. But you know what? It is better. It is better. So some of you are suggesting to all or insinuating that life should continue to be the way it has always been. And nobody should say anything. And let me tell you something. It ain't going to be like that all through. We started with the colonial system. We came to Commonwealth. From Commonwealth, we came to First Republic. From First Republic, we find ourselves where we are. No. The First Republic, we had something that so say one, so say all. And you don't know what happened. I ain't got to tell you. That would be another day. But where we are, if they don't change will change them. That country can be better. And we will do our part. And this is part of it. Every single day, we using MoneyGram, Western Union, RRA to send money to our people. If we get interested in our country, we'll not do that. If we don't do it, the hospitals will close. Government is taking 25% of every dollar we send. They change it based on their own rate. But then if you go to the hospital, you get somebody that needs to go for visa, then the hospital is asking it for US dollar. And so, oh, in Ghana, in Africa, the people don't tell you that yet. They put their government order. If you're taking the money, give her the benefit in development and public service. But they're not doing that. Okay? Before I close, let me close with my small commercial.
Yeah,
okay?
Your commercial.
My people, we forget it. We stay here, but we gotta be. We have to multitask. This time, if you want to be scared of people, you must be scared of business people. Business people are very good politicians. Okay. And guess what? This one umpa, we did politics and we did business, and that's what we're using. So Kangoma Multi-Service Consulting is here to stay.
Not going anywhere.
It is here to stay. We ain't going anywhere. This
is the
United States of the free. The home of the free. We will tap into the opportunity. And we too, we need to do what the people of Chicago did that led to the production of Obama. We need to get Obama in our community. And we need to have, how do you call this guy? Bill Gates coming from our community. Or maybe the Facebook CEO, Mark Zuckerberg. But the only way we're going to do that is for us to get involved and take advantage of some of the opportunities we got around us. Let us stop this ugly stuff, petty talk, anger. We need to slow it down because it's not going to get us better. And it's not going to get our children to cross to the promised land. The Obamas, most of the black people that succeeded in America, they were not forcing. They were not calling police on each other. Okay? They were making sure to tap into the dream that Martin Luther King talked about. That one day, my little children will not be judged on the basis of the contents of their skin, but on the basis of their character. That's what took Obama to the White House. So, because of those things, even though we have been procrastinating a lot, but Liberian people say, later is better than never. So Kangoma Multi-Service Consulting is here to stay, and it is immigrant establishment serving immigrants community. We do affordable family immigration services for our community members. If you want to file for your dad or your mom, you citizen, yes, you can do that. If you keen on DV, you got your green card, everything, you can file for your biological children, your stepchildren, and adopted children if you have one. We can also help with visa application. If your people want DV, you need affidavit support, we can help you do the paperwork for you. Phone consultation, like I always said there, it is free. If you're struggling with public benefit like social services, childcare, like you're not getting to the level where you're supposed to be qualified or eligible, or maybe unemployment, let us know. We'll help you. We'll walk you through. If you want life insurance story, we are also licensed to do that too. So the numbers are 267-648-8012. 267-648-8012. Now we got 701-620-7009. 701-620-7009. However, the 7009 are going to be changing to 701-330-4693 by April 1st. So everybody that called in 701-620-7009 by April 1st, just change that to 701-330-4693. That is a small commercial. Call on us whenever you are ready, okay? 24/7. If I fall asleep, shoot me a text or leave a message. All right? So on the advocacy side, my people, we are just like you. This is our way of contribution in addition to the support we offer to our families and friends in Liberia, Money Grant, Western Europe. So I want to say thank you very much for joining us tonight, and continue to join us. The truth can hurt, but it can save our soul. Liberia must get better. And the way it's going to get better, that quality, surmountable, and objective leadership must come from the top, not from the bottom. Not from the grandmasters. No, they have no opportunity. Not the people in Lofa County, not the people in Soniwa, not the people in West Point. It has to come from the executive marshal. And until we can get that quality leadership from the top, that we're going to remain as it is. And that is why we must continue to talk until we can talk no more. We must get involved. Now shoe, no condition, no conditional verb, MAB or MIGST or MAY or shoe. No, we are not doubting. We must get involved, and we are involved. Under the 1986 Constitution, Article 27 and 28 says, once a Liberian is always a Liberian. And that is why we talk Liberia Talk. Thank you very much for coming. Wish you good night, good day, good morning, depending where you are. May I play my music, man?
That is the reason why we are here. We are here to entertain you as well as to tell you the God's truth. And nothing else but the truth. The truth can help, but at last, it can be free. That is the reason why the talk show was established for us to be able to tell you things that other people does not tell you. We are the Abraka. We are the sons of the lions. We fear no one. We fear no one. Not even the president of your country, Liberia. We don't fear him. The copper wire will be used on him if he is not careful. Not on us. Not on us. Because we are the son of the sword. We are the son of the fearless lion. We are. So you think you can come here to scare out, to bring a scare tactic to us? No, that will not work. Go and tell your slave master. Go and tell him that if he is not careful, I never said I will kill him. No, I never said that. I said he will be brutally removed. Whether by the means of crook or by the means of hope. And I'm saying that, and I mean it. If Josh Manna, we are tempered with this coming elections, so help me God. Y'all go time. If you can recall, Samido, he said you were powerful. He said he had, the people said that Samido had something that he could disappear. Okay. Why he never disappeared when they grabbed him at the free port?
Yeah, PYJ.
Yeah. When they grabbed him at the free port. Toba said that he was mad. He was caught right in a bedroom. They dibby down him and then they let him. And the poor left. Up to now, his wife said they saw a white hand, but they cannot say which man, whether man or woman, but they said that they saw a white hand. Yeah, be careful. Because
Thank God, just we are going back to the Martian. That's good.
Yeah. And so that's the reason why we are here to tell you the truth. So somebody was asking for the number again. The number is 267 648 8012. That is the Kanguma Business Center's number. If you have immigration case, you better call that number now. If you have an immigration case or you have a non-contested divorce, non-contested, you know what that means? That means two of you agree. You agree to go your separate way. No wahala, no halala. Call Francis. Or you want to bring your daughter or your son into this country, but that she is not or he is not your biological child. He is adopted by you, or she is adopted by you. Call Francis. Or you want to bring your mom or your dad into the country. Indeed, you are an American citizen. Call Francis. Not to call me because I don't know how to do that. Call Francis. And that number is, let me read that number to you one more. 267 648 8012. Once more, 267 648 8012. That is the number to call. So what must we do? I want to tell you guys, thank you for tuning in to the Magnificent Abraka Talk Show. And see you guys when we see you.
Peace in Moravia. We want peace in Liberia. Peace in Moravia. Cause Babylon shall not rise again. Liberia.